Society is betting against us. Society is betting against men because, and the outcome or the performance in the future of a lot of these huge companies and governments, even, dare I say, is predicated on men not realizing their full potential. Before I even get deeper into the subject, don't you see or don't you find it weird that anytime there's a man that rises to the occasion and takes control of the movement and kind of starts inciting other men to wake up and to realize their worth, there is something that happens to kick that person down or to take their voice away because it's too much of a risk. Multinational corporations, companies, and governments can't afford that. They cannot afford men realizing the fact that they hold within their own palm, their own being, the ability to overthrow whatever is going on at the moment. So what they use is never going to be blatant or outward adversity or force or use of force to constrain us to not to act in our and to fulfill our best potential. What they're going to use is weapons of mass distractions, not weapons of mass destruction, right? They're going to use enticement for us to indulge in sex, right? To pay for sex or to watch sex, to chase tail, right? To play video games and numb our brains and prevent ourselves from being able to develop our mind, which is our strongest asset. Get us in debt, shackled, right? Not able to start doing things for our own names and our own selves because we're busy paying the man, sadly may, as they say. You know what I'm saying? And the whole world resides on the blood, sweat, and tears of men. And I say this without any hate for women, man. Don't even start with that bullshit. But honestly, everything rises and starts with leadership. And a lot of people, look, bro, it's a lot of people that lives comfortable lives that are not necessarily rich, but because somebody else is paying a price. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a man. And I say this because, look, as I get older, it's just a reality that just hits you in the face when you think about it, and you just look with a impartial lens, and you don't let your feelings get in the way of your thoughts. Like I used to remember, like 2 girls that I met before when I was at a job at a call center, and they were living a life, spending money like crazy and shit. And lo and behold, they were daddy's girls. So daddy gave them the credit card. Now, listen, there is accountability to be given to everybody around the table. This is not to just point fingers, but they were living that lifestyle that their dad probably couldn't afford on their dime. Now, that's their problem, but that's just an example, right? But what if we just, you know what, decided that no more is no more, and we decide to take it back, to value our attention, to value our sexual energy, to value the fact that we are the leaders of society. And yes, this seems like utopic, but it's just to give you a glimpse. And that is what people are attempting to do. That is why anybody that you see, you know, rise to the occasion, the Hamzas of the world, Iman Gajis, the Tate brothers, and all guys that are inciting guys to become better, to let go of all these negative things that constitute their lives. When we talk about fapping, not working out, not reading books, not learning, not doing better, not doing good by themselves and good by the people that they love. You know what I'm saying? And participating in and having a good lifestyle, not spending money on dumb stuff, is to cultivate, you know, the spirit of men and put us on the path to start doing better, because it starts with us. And as much as like we like to complain about girls and stuff, if we are going to make this shit change, we have to make the change. We have to be the change. Somebody said that, be the change you want to see in the world. If you fix the man, you'll fix the world. Like I was listening to a public speech from a guy, and he was talking about how an analogy about like a broken man or whatever. And you know, he just basically said, man, if you fix the man, you'll fix the world. Just fix yourself. If you look for the problems in society, it'll always tie down to the man, because with power comes great responsibility. Shout out to Uncle Ben. And that's the cost to pay to be a leader. Is you're the first one to sink with the ship. And so once again, I want to really reiterate that there is people banking and hoping and praying and actively taking steps to make sure that we don't realize our worth. Because the second that we do, it takes money away from the pockets of those who are fighting against us. Because make no mistake, that's why, like, you know, women are the ones spending the most and stuff. It makes sense, because if they're not under the leadership of a man that knows how to steer the ship of their lives, to steer the ship of the family's outcome, that's what they're going to do. That's why the divorces are incentivized. Keeping women and men apart is incentivized, because more money is spent when we are apart than when we are together. They say divide and conquer. They have conquered us. You know what I'm saying? But it's, you know, the tide is shifting. But it takes more than that. It takes more than that. It takes us realizing and being actively taking steps. And I don't want to beat a dead horse. But yeah, man, we are the leaders. But with great power comes great responsibility. If you fuck with the content, subscribe, share, and like the video. And I'm going to see you next time. Peace.